Hello everyone, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. These are your angel messages plus a little mini tarot reading for the week of December 14th, 2025. Full disclosure, I am recording this on the 15th because we had a terrible snowstorm. And once I cleared out, the property and driveway and walkways and stuff, I literally had no energy left to do the reading. So I apologize for that. But I needed to take care of the snow. Also, I wanted to say that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it's okay. Don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements because I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. And if you don't know what those placements are, in the description box below is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. So just take a look at that site and come back here and click on the timestamp for the placement or placements that you wish to view. I think that's about it. If you're interested in learning more about how you can become a time traveler, there's also information for that as well in the description box. So with all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. I hope that you're doing well. These are your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Your angel number for this week, 2020. The word on the card is bonds. Let's see what this message is all about. Things are looking up. You have been focused on building a strong foundation, and it shows. You will be reaping all of the wonderful rewards that you absolutely deserve. Your connections and partnerships are now leveling up, resulting in better productivity and deeper emotional connections. These bonds may also be felt on a spiritual level. Celebrate your achievements. This number means that you are forging stronger bonds. You are being productive and feeling inspirational. You're also feeling in tune with a higher power, and you are cultivating positive connections. Your affirmation for the week is, I always make exciting and meaningful connections. Message from the universe. Your life is about to start moving quickly. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Message from your spirit guides. Pay attention. Well, two cards there telling you to pay attention. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that you are being given, both the subtle and the not so subtle ones. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Message from Archangel Michael. Take control of your thoughts. Card number 31. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. And your Moonology card here for the week, hold your vision, fixed moon. So take control of your thoughts. Stay focused, right? Fix your vision on the outcome that you truly desire. Pay attention to the signs here that you're being given this week. Your life's about to start moving quickly, perhaps in respect to some connections here in your life, whether that's professional, platonic, or romantic. Let's see where we go with this reading here for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What else can you tell me about this for Aries for the week of December 14th, 2025? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your first card, Three of Swords, Five of Wands, and the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck, you have Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. What is this communication here? It looks like there's communication here between you and another individual. Now, I don't know exactly when this happened for you. For some of you, it happened in the last week. For others of you, it is happening this week. You have a conversation here occurring with someone. Tell me about that Three of Swords. Tell me about that Three of Swords here for Aries. Oh, first card, Page of Pentacles. So there is or was a message. Again, I don't know where exactly you specifically are on the timeline. Tell me more. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords, and you have the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have King of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there's a conversation here between you and another connection in your life. Who that is, I don't know. Different for all of you. It looks like there was a Three of Swords moment, or there's soon to be one in the connection. You seem to be very much up in your head in regards to this connection about whether or not this can be healed. And I feel like intuitively, you do have a desire here to heal this connection. There's some forward movement here I'm feeling for you. in respect to healing this connection. Tell me about that Five of Wands. It looks like there was a conflict here, a disagreement. It culminated in this Three of Swords moment, disappointment, letdown, setback, heartbreak, different. Again, that degree is different for all of you. Tell me about that Five of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. That's funny. So my person who's in Aries moon just texted me, I have faith in you, in respect to a conversation we were just having. Maybe that's what some of you need to have. Maybe some of you need to have faith in this connection or something like that, or hold your vision, hold your faith. Ace of Swords. So there is a conversation here, some clarity coming. Six of Cups in regards to this partnership, and the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel like there's some clarity here coming to you in respect to this individual. It looks like there's a conversation here, and there's an attempt here to heal the connection. Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, that's the truth. Five of Pentacles. Ooh, Five of Swords. Okay. And the Moon card. So for some of you, that Three of Swords, Five of Wands moment just happened, maybe in the energy of the full moon in Gemini. And this week seems to be the conversation on how to bridge this together. For others of you, this disagreement or argument is happening in the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th of this week. But I still see the same result, the possibility or opportunity here to have a conversation with this individual in order to heal and nurture the connection back to health. Tell me about the High Priestess energy here. I feel like your intuition will be critical, and that's why you need to pay attention to the signs that you're being given. Yes, because logical mind or emotional feelings may not actually fully understand or comprehend what it's seeing or hearing. So it's important for you to tap into your intuition and say, what is this repetitive number, that I'm seeing? What does it mean? Or I keep hearing this song. What does it mean? Or I keep having the same reoccurring dream. What does it mean? So again, there are signs coming to you. I would pay attention to them this week. Maybe keep a journal. Definitely write them down, even if you're just putting them in your phone. And then there's a need here for you to analyze them afterwards. One more shuffle. Thank you. The High Priestess is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups, bottom of deck, Two of Cups. There's that bond, there's that connection. So yeah, I would pay attention to the signs or synchronicities that you're receiving this week. If you don't know what a particular angel number means, look it up. If you're not sure what a dream means, you might think it means one thing, but you're not quite sure. Maybe your intuition is a little bit clouded on that dream. I would look up a dream interpretation. Lately I've been using ChatGPT to interpret some of my dreams. And then I'm actually quite shocked to be like, oh my God, I would have never, ever correlated that dream to this type of experience. And consequently, I just had that experience with this person the other day. So whatever it is here, in regards to this partnership, whatever break has occurred here or argument, it looks like there is an opportunity to heal it. I would also pay attention to your dreams. They're trying to tell you something about, there's something here in your life that you're resisting change on. I feel like it's a little bit separate message. I mean, it could be in respect to this particular connection, but there's something here you're resisting change on. Like you would like to do something that you feel would make you ultimately happy, but you're resisting the change required to make that happen. So I would definitely pay attention to your dreams and any other signs that you're getting. And like I said, don't be afraid or shy to look them up. I definitely, if it were me, I would look them up. All right, three final messages here. 3 cards here for Aries, final messages. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Final message, 7 of Cups in the upright, Judgment in the upright, and Ace of Wands in the upright, bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Yeah, whatever argument took place here, it can be rebuilt if you choose. At the end of the day, it is your judgment call if you want to nurture and fix the connection. If you have any confusion over that and you're not quite sure, I feel like there are some signs being sent to you this week, coming your way this week. And again, if you're not quite sure what they mean, I would certainly look them up. But there's an opportunity here to mend the connection. At the end of the day, though, it is your judgment call that you'll need to make if you want to move in that direction. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box so you can find out how you too can become a time traveler. With all of that said, have a fantastic week. Hello, Taurus. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Your angel number 11. The word on the card says awaken. First card in the deck, consequently. Kind of Fool card energy here. Align your values with your goals. This is a reminder that you are a powerful cosmic being and you are capable of incredible growth and vibrancy. Are you living a purposeful life? Are your actions in alignment with your higher self? Never forget, you alone hold the key to your future. This number means that you are discovering your true self. Your spiritual awakening is now occurring within you. You are recognizing and accepting your gut feelings and trusting your intuition, and you are seeking your life's purpose. Your affirmation for the week is, prioritizing myself is healthy and essential. Message from the universe. You're going to be celebrating something very special soon, and you'll be so full of joy and happiness. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it and expect it because it's happening. Message from your spirit guides, lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life does not always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh and be silly and have a little fun. It's so important that you do so. Message from Archangel Michael. Your prayers are being answered. Card number 42. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So something is coming towards you here, Taurus. A wish of yours has been granted. It might not be 100% of how you envisioned it to be, but it will be exactly what you need. Your Moonology card here for the week. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. I feel like this is more internal to you and less external with other people. But let's see where we go with the message. I'm feeling here like an awakening of literally the feeling of waking up one day and going, I don't really like that after all. Oh, yeah, I've always wanted to do that. Or some long-held belief of yours suddenly changing. Okay, tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, there's some new awakening here happening. Oh my God, 10 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Seven of Swords. There's some new awakening here happening for you. There's literally the feeling I have is like you wake up one moment, like one morning, and you realize, oh my God, I've been doing ABC. And maybe that served me for, whatever length of time that I did that or engaged in that or repeated that pattern. But that's no longer aligned to who I am. Now, it could be that this job is no longer aligned to who I am. This community I live in is no longer aligned to who I am. This way of showing up in the world is no longer aligned to who I am. Maybe this relationship or friendship is no longer aligned to who I am. Tell me about the Knight of Swords here. The 10 of Cups just fell out. I don't know if you could see that on the camera, but it fell out touching the Three of Wands. Okay, there's a sudden shift here in the Taurian collective that now puts them on path towards happiness, like ultimate happiness. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is a flash, like a flashbang. One more shuffle. Thank you. I just heard a flashbang. Knight of Swords clarified by Page of Cups, Three of Cups, something to celebrate, and the Nine of Cups. Oh my God, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. The Hierophant. There you are on your way. And the Five of Swords. There's something here, again, a situation, environment, or connection, or maybe the way you've been showing up, or a pattern within you. And this week, the feeling is, I no longer want to do this, or no longer want to do that, or that no longer aligns with me. It's abrupt. And yes, it actually is a spiritual reason to celebrate because you're figuring out what your happiness is. You've been either showing up in a way that's not authentic to you, or you've been coping or dealing with something external to you that's no longer aligned to who or what you are. There's this aha epiphany moment of, I've been showing up as a Page of Cups, or I've been accepting a Page of Cups, and damn it, I'm the Nine of Cups, or I deserve the Nine of Cups. Yes, it is a cause of celebration, like a graduation of sorts here. So I don't know what this awakening is. It'll be different for all of you. but it's nice. And I think it will in time help you to lighten up, because you will now become more authentically you. What is this about? And like, it helps you move on from something. Five of Swords was no longer in alignment with you. Tell me about this Ace of Cups here. This is like self-love, overflowing. Oh my God, like I figured it out. I've got the Five of Cups showed itself. Bear with me, Taurus. Short arms, long chair. Or I should say tall chair. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. For many of you, it's a partnership here in your life where there has been conflict, there have been disagreements, there's loss, there's remorse, there's regret. Oh, there's abandonment issues. There's frustration here. Death card, Ten of Swords, it's done. It's literally like you wake up one day and you're like, I don't want this person in my life anymore. I don't want to be at this job anymore. I don't want to live in this community anymore. There's some realization about a connection here in your life. Wow. It's like, yeah, I thought this was going to make me happy. This doesn't really make me happy anymore. So you will be celebrating something very soon, because it's like the moment you have this awakening, you start putting the wheels in motion now to move towards the Ten of Cups. So your prayers being answered. At some point in time, you thought this would contribute to the Ten of Cups or be the Ten of Cups. The awakening feeling here is, no, it's not. And yes, there is a message here about don't let pride get in your way, because sometimes our pride or our ego really gets bruised when we're like, oh my God, for so long I thought this was the right job, right? Or the right person or right friend, the right community. And suddenly there's this, I don't know, this feeling of like a new dawn, new day feeling. So yeah, don't let pride or ego get in your way. You invested in whomever, whatever this is, for as long as you had to, because it was part of your life's journey, right? There were lessons here. And I think your lesson is complete or nearing completion with that Death card and the Ten of Swords. It's like you'll soon now have the awakening, like, oh my God, this isn't exactly what I thought it was. And forgive yourself for maybe staying in this or staying in this too long or whatever this is for you. Again, I feel like it was part of your journey, right? I mean, that's all of us can say that everything we've gone through is part of our journey. Tell me about the Three of Wands here for Taurus. I know it leads you to the Ten of Cups. I love this for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I just heard Bon Voyage, Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Moon. This new moon in Sagittarius will be exceptionally powerful for you. World card, Empress. You are closing something out. Now, I don't know if you're quitting the job abruptly this week. Probably not. You're the most practical sign out of the zodiac. I say that all the time. You're the backbone. So no, you're probably not abruptly ending the relationship, the marriage, or listing your house up for sale, relocating. You're not doing it all overnight. But your awakening is coming in the new moon in Sagittarius, that whatever this has been for you, it's not going to be part of your life much longer. You're making an executive decision here to move forward, and that really puts you in your power. And once you're in your power, Taurus, you are well on your way to the Ten of Cups. Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, Three of Swords. Departing this, it doesn't necessarily feel 100% effing fantastic, right? Maybe it's a job you thought you would be at for a long time, or the friend you thought would always be in your life, or the love partner you thought you would grow old with, or maybe just something within you. Like I said, this could be a belief. This could be a political belief, a moral belief, switching religions. I know that at some point in time it was monumental to you, and you thought that, it lent itself to the Ten of Cups, because realistically we're supposed to be in the 9, right? And someone else comes along with the Ace of Cups and it makes 10. So it encompassed, or it created that 10 of Cup feeling for you. But this is the feeling of, I leave with some sorrow that it ended up not being what I thought it was. However, I'm creating a plan now. 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords. That is Virgo energy. That's creating the system, plan, strategy to exit whomever or whatever this is. And if it's something within you, same thing. It's like, oh, I was never exposed to that religion, just using that as an example. Now I'm going to learn more about it. So that Knight of Pentacles could also be, I want to inquire more about it. Slow and steady. I want to learn more about it. But yeah, there's a big awakening here. Either the way you've been showing up, or something or someone you've been engaging with, you're realizing is no longer part of your future. You've done a lot of thinking about this. This awakening is coming for you in the energy of this new moon in Sagittarius. And it looks like you will then be creating a path or plan for yourself to move forward. So this is huge. This is big, because the Taurus collective doesn't shift this drastically all at once, but we've seen, or at least I've seen here on the channel, this slow buildup in the Taurus collective, probably for the last year, maybe even the last 18 months. We're getting ever so closer to that world card. But the mental processing of it and like coming to that determination, that clarity, that's coming for you. So yeah, don't let pride get in your way with whatever this big shift or change or move is. Your prayers are being answered. What you want is now coming to you, because now you know what you want. And that's the awakening. You're figuring out what you want. That's what I have for you, Taurus. I really like this for you. That's what I have for you for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you are able to do that. And if you want to learn more about how you can become a time traveler, please check out the description box below. With all of that said, Taurus, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at our angel messages for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 2713. Well, that's a mouthload. The word on the card is mindfulness. 2713. I'm not sure if I ever read this one. This is a time to truly focus on staying present and being mindful. Notice everything that is working out for you and find ways to change anything that is not working out for you. It's up to you to create a sturdy foundation to build that dream life upon. Your natural talents will be extra helpful with this reflective practice. In the upright, this number means that you're taking stock of a current situation, you're expressing your truest self, you're preparing for a solid future, and you're staying present. Your affirmation for the week is, I'm deeply focused on forward progress. I think your reading for the week, like what you don't see coming, I was like, oh, the Gemini collective has shifted. They're really into them. There was like a ruthlessness, like I come first, my happiness comes first, my passion projects come first. It was very much a me energy, and other entities there trying to invade your space or your privacy or your energy, and you're just like, no, back off. Like this is mine. This is my vibe. You can't have any of it. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of in tune or in line with that message from the universe. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember that you're not in this thing called life alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you, so let go and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why I need you to get excited again, because a happy ending that I've got coming will rock your world. So just stay stable and solid. Be mindful of your energy this week, who you give it to, also what energy you are allowing in from others. Message from your spirit guides, patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you are strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this very moment. Have patience that it will all eventually work out. So something's coming, maybe not today, maybe not this week. Be mindful of your energy, or protect your energy in the meantime, because something you want is coming. Didn't your reading last week say something? I was like, oh, get ready. I'm pretty sure that was our reading last week. Okay, message from Archangel Michael. You're ready for more. There's something about something new coming. Card number 40. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. Moonology card here for the week. A new start is coming. New moon. We have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th. I'm pretty sure your angel message for last week was, I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but we need to get ready, like prepare ourselves. And I think that reading was something about like conserving our energy, getting enough rest, make sure we're eating right, make sure we're staying balanced, because something was going to start like headed our way quickly. I'm pretty sure that was the reading. And I was like, if we're too tired or we're burnt out, we're going to be like, I'm not doing that, or no, yeah, sounds good, but I don't have the energy for it. So something we've wanted is coming in. There's a new start coming. And we need to be mindful of our energy. 5 of Swords and 4 of Swords. Yeah, we need to heal. We need to heal. Let's find out what this is. Need to devote time to healing, to quieting the mind, right? 4 swords plus 5 swords is 9 of swords. And if you have a lot of worry or trouble, it could be disrupting your sleep. And again, that would affect your energy. So you need to be mindful of your sleep patterns, your sleep habits. Tell me more about this here for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Gemini need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you need to know about this? King of Cups. Wasn't that at the bottom of the deck last week too? I'm pretty sure. 3 of Cups. And the Page of Wands. Some news, some information, a cause to celebrate. Chariot, coming in fast. The Star card. Make sure you're healed. 3 of Swords. Make sure you have healed this wound. I think I had said, well, if you haven't done the work yet, like this is the time to do the work. What is this wound? We have to heal this wound. Life's going to start moving quickly. We can't take this wound with us. Childhood wound, relational wound, our attachment to money, self-worth wound. I don't know. It's different for all of us. Let me, I'll go a little deeper on that in a second. Let's just clarify this King of Cups. This is like cause of celebration with that 3 of Cups there in the middle. Tell me about the King of Cups. Who or what is this King of Cup energy here for Gemini? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups is clarified by 4 swords, King of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Swords. There you are. 8 of Pentacles and the Empress. 8 of Wands right behind that. There's something here about, oh, this is a biggie. There's something here about you healing your relationship to finances. I don't know where this stems from. Most of us, these types of issues usually originate in our childhood, not putting all of the blame on our parents, but that's typically where our first interactions with people occur, right? And that has a big impact on our self-worth. For some in the Gemini collective, you have tied your self-worth to how much money you have or don't have in the bank, or how successful or unsuccessful you perceive yourself to be, or you believe others perceive you to be. So there's a relation here, or a correlation, I should say, between how much money you have in the bank and how successful you truly. It's a money wound, but it's also a self-worth wound, really, at the heart of it. And for a lot of you, it stems back to childhood. And it's possible because of that, you have trapped yourself over the course of your life in situations, environments, or connections that were not nurturing to you, that were not beneficial to you. However, they provided like financial stability, or to the outside world, it made it appear that you had the 10 of Cups. But again, it was like, best example I could give you is like staying in a relationship, long-term relationship or a marriage, because it looks good on paper, like to the outside world. It's like, oh, they're so happily, you know, they're so happy there, right? It's happily ever after. There's kids running around the yard. There's a dog barking in the backyard. But really you stay in it because you don't feel like you could make your own money, or you feel like, well, this person looks like a good person to the public, right? Like you have attached your self-worth or self-identity to how this person presents publicly. So there's something like that here, and it stems back to our childhood, where we've tied our self-worth to either how the public sees us, or the money in the bank, or we choose the wrong love partners because how it presents to the world. Like, well, they look steady and stable, yeah, but at home when the doors are closed, the person's a full blown out narcissist. You know, there's a feeling like that, or I'm not happy, or, you know, whatever it is here. But it stems back to our childhood. So there's a perception here in regards to self-worth that we need to see very clearly. This is a wound we need to work on, a self-worth issue wound, which may have impacted the types of situations, environments, or connections that we have engaged in. Again, because we thought that it was giving us security, but really it was false security. Like staying with someone who isn't good for us just for the sake of having financial security, or because it looks good to the public, isn't a reason to stay with someone. So something like that. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. I feel like that's on the way out. Maybe for some of you, it has exited already. I know for me it has. Tell me about this Three of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Cups, clarified by Nine of Pentacles. Becoming free, single, and independent of that mindset. That my worth as a human being is either tied to the money I have in the bank, or the person I have by my side, or the type of house I live in, you know, or the community I live in, or the job title I have. It's a false sense of security that does not benefit anyone. I mean, certainly doesn't benefit you or us to exist that way. It just might look good to people. This is like the equivalent of staying at a job because it has a great title or the pay is great, but you're totally freaking miserable. You're like, oh my God, what would everyone say if I left this job? I've been in this career for 20 years. It's that kind of feeling. It's tying self-worth to something external to us. And it was rooted or learned in childhood. So the message here for this week is that you're ready for more because you are more. Something is coming in, but if you do not have the self-value that you need, if you have not healed that wound, you might miss this opportunity. So the key here this week is to work on whatever that wound is. Remember, we saw that Three of Swords. So whatever that wound here has been for you in regards to your self-worth, this is a week to identify it and to begin to heal it. You have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Ten of Pentacles, because it impacts your relations. It impacts the type of people you connect with, professionally, platonically, and romantically. I knew someone like this once who had a group of friends that were so bougie. And look, I don't have anything against bougie. I don't. If you're bougie, I still love you. It's okay. But she did not align with those people. She aligned with those people because she thought it made her look good to have people that she called top tier. I was so insulted because I was like, well, I'm not part of that group. So apparently she does not look at me like I'm top tier, but whatever. But that was her self-worth issue. That was her self-wound issue. If I associate myself with these kinds of people, and I think everybody looks up to these people, well, then they're going to look up to me too. It's like I'm going to gain self-worth or self-value because I associate with these people that I perceive are better than me. No, that's not how you gain self-worth or self-value. So there's something like that here where it impacts long-term connections in our life. Again, being attracted to or staying with people that really aren't beneficial to us, but we think because it looks good on paper, we do that. So there's something here. If we can heal that wound, then there's something new here on the horizon. If you haven't done this work, this is crunch time, because that new moon in Sagittarius, that new start is coming, is literally happening this week. Tell me about the Page of Swords, communication, information, opportunity. And if you don't know your self-value, you're going to pass this up. One more shuffle. Thank you. Or you won't see the value in it. Oh. Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. There's that opportunity. There is that opportunity. King of Cups to Queen of Cups. I mean, maybe for some of you it's love related. Oh, and the World card to the Chariot. So this is a lesson again. Oh, and you notice now, because I've shuffled the deck, now we get Chariot to the Star to Justice. The Three of Swords is not here anymore. Isn't that something? So if you heal this wound, and I know you only have a week. I'm not saying you have to heal the wound in a week. Identify it between now and then. So when this opportunity comes in, you don't stay stuck and stagnant to an old mindset that no longer works for you. And again, this could be anything. Oh, give me some examples that I could give them. Okay, let's say you have been putting out your applications and resumes, okay, because you've actively have been looking for a job, and you receive an offer in the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius. And because you don't know, truly know, your own self-worth and your own self-value, you may decline that offer. You may be like, that title isn't good enough, or that's really like not enough start pay. But there's something here in that Page of Swords, like, well, just discover more. Maybe the start pay isn't that great, but the benefits package is amazing. Maybe the start pay is only for 3 months, and then after that it skyrockets. Ask what the promotions, opportunities are. There could be a new love partner. It may be someone who's totally different than what you're used to. Maybe you attracted or were attracted to bougie partners. Maybe this is not a bougie partner, but maybe this is a hardworking, honest, salt of the earth, blue collar person. maybe that's the right person for you, right? Queen of Cups to King of Cups. You might pass them up because they don't look like the type of partner that you've been attracted to in the past. But if the type of partner you were attracted to in the past was because they only looked good or they presented well to the public, but behind the scenes they were a total fucking nightmare, then you might pass up on this person. So you have an opportunity coming, career and finance, love and romance. And if this wound is not healed, you might miss the opportunity. I remember having a girlfriend. This was back in high school, right? We don't know much in high school, let's be honest, right? I'm not faulting her for this, but we made fun of it about 10 years, 15 years later. We reconnected. It was either MySpace or early days Facebook. But anyway, but there was a guy in high school that she really liked, not her normal type. And she judged him based on the house that he lived in with his family. It was a bit run down on the outside. There was like a rusted car. She was like, I don't want no scrub. Like, I'm not dating anyone. Their parents look like they're poor, and there's like the shutters hanging off of one of the windows. And I was like, but he's a great guy. I mean, given we're like 17, 18 years old, right? That's like junior, senior year of high school. I was like, I don't know. His parents seem really nice when they drop him off. And maybe they just don't put a lot of money into their house. Maybe they rent. Maybe it's not their home. That's why they don't invest money in it. She didn't want to hear it. And we were just kids, you know, we just kind of moved on with our lives. Then like 10 or 15 years later, we connected. And she's like, and we caught up. You know, I was in a marriage that was kind of hobbling along at that point. She was having the same issue. There was a class reunion coming up. She was going to it. I decided not to. I want to see half those people after high school. And she was going to it. And so like a week later, she follows up with me about the reunion. And she says to me, oh my God, boy, did I make the biggest effing mistake of my life. And I was like, why? And she was like, remember so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, oh my God. She goes, do you know how wealthy they are? Now, there's a twofold message here in this. One, she passed the kid up in the 15 years prior because she thought he was poor, right? Because it would not present well to the world if she was dating a quote unquote poor kid. Bad mistake on her part. It turns out he wasn't so poor. He actually had money in the bank. So she turns around and she's like, well, you know, he ended up being like, they're actually a very wealthy family. They had just like, they were living in like the grandparents' house and there was issues with inheritance. So they were living in the home, but not putting any money to fix up the home because they didn't know if at the end of the day it would end up being their home. That was the whole story. Why that poor kid lived for 4 years in a house that looked like it was broken down, but because he didn't present well, he didn't look like her regular type. Well, she ended up marrying her regular type. She married the rich kid, and he was horrible. He was narcissistic, he was abusive, and we caught up recently, and we've both divorced, the people that we married. So there's something like that here at play about like marrying, like getting into these long-term connections or accepting these jobs because they look good to the world or they look good on paper or they present well. And it's because we tie our self-worth to them. We think that it lends to our credibility or our value if we're associated with these types of situations, environments, or connections. And honestly, I'm glad in hindsight that she didn't end up with the guy because if she would have known about the money, that would have been the only reason why she was attracted to him. And maybe it was a good thing he lived in that house because he's still married to his college sweetheart that he met. Apparently, she didn't mind the house. You know what I mean? So twofold message there. So there's an opportunity coming in. It may not look like what you envisioned that opportunity should look like. I would get a little bit more information. But some of you might immediately dismiss it because you have not healed that wound. There's something here about a self-worth wound. And it's tied, somehow correlated to money and something we learned as a child. If it's not your message, check another placement. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups, and then we'll close out your message. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Cups, the Death card, the Queen of Cups shows themselves again, and the Five of Wands, bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. This offer will transform your life. And you're going to be internally conflicted about whether or not you want to accept this offer. Look at that. The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Be careful what you choose. Be careful what you choose. You're going to have some internal conflict. This job isn't exactly what I thought it was. This person doesn't really seem like, you know, what I expected a dream partner to look like or be like. I would get more information. I think that's your message. What you want is coming in. Be ready for it. Here's your new start. There's something here about your self-worth and your self-value. If you don't heal that wound, you might pass up on this. 3 final cards here. Final message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. If you go for it, it's the 10 of Pentacles. It really does end up being the dream job, the dream living connection, the dream job, the dream living situation, the dream connection, etc., etc. Knight of Cups, there's that offer opportunity again. The 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. Look, if you don't work, if you don't invest energy into knowing your self-worth, when that offer comes in, you might pass it right up. Because maybe there's a shutter hanging off the house. That's what I have for you, Gemini. That is your message for the week of December 14th, 2025. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Empress. You would be sabotaging true abundance in whatever form this is coming to you. You would be sabotaging that if you said no to whatever this is. Of course, use your intuition, but I think your main message here is to practice some patience with yourself while you heal this wound, so you don't miss this opportunity. Anyway, those are your messages for the week of December 14th, December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And if you want to learn more about how you can become a time traveler, please check out the description box below. Until I read for you again, Gemini, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 4444. The word on the card is triumph. What a nice message for you. Triumph. All that hard work is about to pay off. Your angels want you to know that they see you. And they see your steadfast commitment to your goals, and it is truly inspirational. Get ready to bask in the sweet, abundant glow of success, baby. This number means achievement and success. Your dedication is paying off. You should be feeling proud of yourself this week, and you need to look at the big picture. Your affirmation for the week is, what is meant for me will find its way to me. Message from the universe. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts, worries, or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Yeah, let it go. You have something new coming in, something that is on your soul's path. Message from your spirit guides, pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back and look at all of the possible outcomes and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Okay, message from Archangel Michael, have no fear. Card number 14, fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings that are holding you back. Your Moonology card here for the week, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. There's something here you need to pause, and I feel like this is a little broader of a message for you, Cancer. I feel like it's not just for this week, but probably from now until the end of December. These old hurts, these worries, these regrets, the I shoulda, I could'ves, I think you need to leave them behind in 2025. I think you need to pause before fully moving forward, like into the new year. I think this bring love into the situation is like you need to love yourself to let go. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves. Sometimes we need to forgive others. It doesn't condone what they did. It doesn't mean we accept what happened, but it means we're letting go. So the energetic weight is no longer tied to us like some albatross around our neck that prevents us from moving forward. So before you fully move forward into the new year, pause. I feel like there's a little bit more of a 2-week read for you. Don't let whatever this is from the past, I don't let it come with you into the future. You have triumph here headed your way. Don't carry guilt, shame, pain with you. You certainly can take lessons, and memories are okay as well, but no guilt, shame, pain, worry, heartbreak, regret. It needs to stay put here. This is a 9-year. 9s are nearing the end of a cycle. It's also year of the snake. And we're drawing, you know, an end to this year. So it's like shedding away that layer. Like we're not going to take that old layer with us. It would only weigh us down. You have, oh my God, look at all your cards that came out. You have the High Priestess. You have the Fool. There's your new beginning. This is pause before the new beginning. You have 4 of Wands. You have 2 of Swords. And you have the King of Wands. Wow. You have some really nice stuff that you can't see yet that is headed your way. There's a pause, yeah, before you move forward. Okay, could even be a person, whether that ends up being like your boss, business partner, financier, realtor. I don't know what it is that you need, lover, friends. You don't see this person coming in. There's a need here for you to pause before you enter the new year. Something like that. Tell me about the High Priestess energy. Something you've been carrying with you deep down within you in the High Priestess energy. Got to let it go. Again, fear, doubt, pain, worry, regret, remorse, guilt. Need to come to terms with it and heal it. 3 cards here on that High Priestess. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Swords, conflict, guilt, grief, Sun, healing that wound. 3 of Wands so you can move forward. Whatever it is that you've been holding on to there again, guilt, shame, grief, regret, old hurt, worry. There's a need here for you to truly heal it so you can move forward. That 3 of Wands is going to move you forward. 3 of Wands astrologically is the Sun in Aries. Aries is all about taking action, right? The Sun is healing. So there's something here about this new chapter of your life being like part of your new adventure into a more healed version of yourself. But you can't bring this along with you. That's different for all of you, but you can't bring it with you. So I would take the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to fully figure out what that is. Obviously, most of you know what it is, but I would make some real work, or at least put in some real work into healing it. Tell me about the new beginning here. There's triumph, there's success, there's reason to celebrate. You've got some good experiences coming up in 2026. Some lifelong memories. Some lifelong memories will be made in 2026. Okay? So these will be fond, positive memories you will remember for the rest of your life. I think that's why you need to be fully healed, or honestly, none of us are ever fully healed, but you know what I mean. Healing that old wound, not taking that with you. You need to make space for the good. Make energetic space for the good that's coming in. Tell me about this new beginning here, excuse me, for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. New beginning. 8 of Wands coming in fast. 9 of Wands. Oh, 2 cards came out. The 9 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It's stable, whatever it is. It's a stable new beginning. 6 of Swords. There's a card of movement, of passage. It looks like you came to a very difficult time. With the 5 of Swords, you're now heading into calmer waters. Very independent, more grounded. This is coming in very quickly for you. 8 to 9 days. For others of you, 8 to 9 weeks. I think that's why there's a need here for you to heal whatever this has been for you. 6 of Wands. Oh my God, Chariot and Queen of Cups Tower. I told you. It's going to come in really quick. The new beginning is coming in quick. Don't drag the past pain or hurts with you. Tell me about that 4 of Wands. Again, I'm feeling a little more future focus, like April time for this. Knight of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So in the 9 of Swords card in your deck, the woman's sitting on the bed and her headers in her hands. Same thing like that 2 of Swords. So you're not seeing this. You don't know yet what this is. Okay, I wasn't expecting to do a 2026 reading for you, but here we are. Tell me about, I'm getting April here for some reason. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, that's the truth. Some new opportunity you don't see coming. King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Oh my God. You have some new opportunity here coming. Some communication, some offer. Again, it's solid. King of Pentacles. I think that's why you need to at least begin the healing journey this week. If you need to carry the healing journey with you into 2026, sure, no problem. No one expects you to wrap up whatever this source of pain here has been for you in the next 5 to 7 days. But I would definitely begin the healing process this week so it becomes a habit for you to continually be in that healing mode. Because when this comes in, I'm telling you, you don't see it coming. It could be a person, it's an opportunity, a job, something creative, something solid, as well as something tangible. Tell me about the King of Wands. I feel like this individual is associated with this opportunity. Tell me more about the King of Wands. You don't see this person coming either. Tell me about the King of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands is clarified by 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. You don't see this person coming. I don't know who they are to you. They're associated with this. First, you don't see this coming, and then you don't see this person who's attached to this. So it could be a new friend. It could be someone who now introduces you to a new set of people in that 3 of Cups. It certainly could be a love partner for those of you who are interested in that. It could be that new boss, or again, someone who's offering counsel to you, like maybe you're looking to relocate. So it could be the realtor, the bank, the attorney involved, you know. It's someone tied to this new beginning that's being made available to you or offered to you in April. That's the timing that I have you. And you'll need to make that judgment call if you want to move towards this opportunity, this individual. Okay. Not every card in Tarot's timing. I don't know why I keep getting April with that card. That's not what I usually associate that card with. Tell me a little bit more about timing. Not every card in Tarot's timing, but let's see what we get. Timing for the Cancer Collective on this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Timing. Judgment. Okay, it's going to come in when it comes in. We see this card again. It will come in when it comes in. We have Justice here. At the bottom of the deck, you'll need to make a decision if you want to move forward with whatever or whomever this is. But I feel like if this is not fully healed, you might pass this up. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Let's get 3 closing messages here. 3 closing messages here for the Cancer Collective. Yeah, this is triumph. This is a reason to celebrate. 3 cards, final messages for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. Final messages. 8 of Swords, the World, and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is something here that's been plaguing you for quite some time. In the 8 of Swords, you need to at least begin wrapping it up. It will help you to move forward in a more solid, steady, and grounded way. That is what I have for you. And I've got Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This is a soulmate here. Now, again, does not have to be love related, but, you know, because soulmates come, soul bonds come in all shapes and sizes, but it is a good match to you in respect to this new opportunity. So this week is a good time for you to pause, reflect back on what this is, and begin to heal it. So when this opportunity comes in within the next couple of months, you're not carrying around that pain into this new experience. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And if you want to learn more about how you can become a time traveler, please check out the description box below. With all of that said, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 1414. The word on the card says adventure. 1414. Adventure awaits. You're getting ready to embark on a brand new journey, bringing exciting experiences for better or for worse. You'll be prepared to take on these potentially hectic times if you keep the idea of going with the flow in your mind. Leaving your comfort zone is much more palatable when you stay flexible and open to learning. You never know, you might love where you end up. This number means you are embarking on new adventures. You are entering an era of excitement. You are balanced. You are flexible. And challenges that you may have will lead to more growth. Your affirmation for the week is, I don't stress about how things will turn out. We've been seeing this, at least here on my channel, a lot of growth and expansion coming for the Leo collective. So I feel like this is right on par with the messages for the last 2 to 3 weeks about some new adventures taking place for the Leo collective. Let's see what your message from the universe is. This new chapter, oh my God, you can't make this up. This new chapter in your life will require a new way of seeing things, a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had up until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Message from your spirit guides, have faith. It's not always easy to have faith, but trust that everything will be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that. You must trust that everything will be okay. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Yeah, new adventures will come your way. Message from Archangel Michael. Put your creative energy into action. Card number 25. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something wonderful. Okay, and your Moonology card here for the week. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. We have a full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. Okay, tell me more about this new adventure, this new chapter, this creativity. I can feel it like pulsing. I can feel it like suddenly I'm in a better mood. No offense to Cancer, they had a lovely reading as well. But there's, yeah, it's like getting a second wind. All right, tell me more about this here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. January 3rd, 2026 will be big for you. It's the start of something new, a new direction. Okay, tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Some new offer or opportunity to learn something new, collaborate, build something, move forward on something. It'll pull you out of this place of stagnancy or where you were stuck. Justice, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords. Something here you were stuck in from the past that was no longer serving you. Three of Swords to the Six of Cups. Again, could be a job, could be a mindset, a habit, a pattern within you. Could be a situation, environment, or connection as well. But you were stuck in it. Tell me a little bit more about that Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about that Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is what we're leaving behind. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. The Empress, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Whatever it is, you're leaving it behind and you're moving towards the new. That's what it looks like to me. You're moving towards the new. There's something here about like what didn't kill you made you stronger. All right, tell me about the new opportunity here for Leo. Page of Pentacles and Three of Swords. I think you're leaving behind a distressful or heartbreaking or unsatisfactory chapter here in your life. Tell me about the Page of Cups, this new opportunity, this new offer. One more shuffle. Thank you. Have faith that it's coming in. It's coming in. The Moon, when you don't see it coming. Three of Wands, it will help you to move your life forward. King of Swords. You will be, Page of Wands. This is new. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot. That's a lot of pentacles there for a Leo reading, right? So it could be something like a new opportunity here for you to collaborate, make money, launch your own business, go back to school, learn something new with that Page of Wands to the Three of Pentacles. It helps you to move your life forward. The Three of Wands astrologically is the sun in Aries. So there's something here about moving forward, a new dawn, a new day, healing that old wound, leaving it in the past, seeing it very clearly. This is the direction that you want to go in. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, Hangman, and the Page of Wands. For most of you, this is something you have been sitting on for a while. Again, maybe you wanted to change a habit or a pattern that you have. This could be just like a dietary program, or you want to get back into the gym. Or again, going back to school, learning something new, or changing up the way you currently do something. Pretty sure that was your message for last week as well. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. This is foundational in nature, creating a new foundation. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Again, Page of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Two of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Sun. There's that new dawn, new day. Excuse me, the Sun, Strength, and Wheel of Fortune. This is like your time. This is your time. This is your moment to move forward on this. Something here that you've been doing that was quite repetitive, was holding you back in some way with whatever situation, environment, connection, business idea, or learning something new or some new skill. You kind of were holding yourself back. Now I feel like you're sort of being pushed You might feel energetically like, I need to do this. I need to work on this. I need to revisit this past thing. It's a judgment call here that you're making to move forward on it. Anything else Leo needs to know about this offer or opportunity? Anything else Leo needs to know about this opportunity? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Wands, it's coming in fast. Seven of Swords and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you could sabotage your forward movement on this. Tell me about that Seven of Swords. One more shuffle. You might talk yourself out of this. Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. You might talk yourself out of this based upon something that you did in the past that didn't work out for you. Like maybe this is a new person asking you out on a date or just wanting to get to know you. And based on your past experiences, you're like, I don't know. I would rather focus my attention in another direction. This could be the opportunity where you wake up one day and you have this aha epiphany moment. You know, that thing that I was working on, I started working on, I started learning it, or I had an interest to start doing blank, and then I kind of didn't move forward on it, or I stopped halfway. Yeah, I think I want to revisit it. But then you talk yourself out of it. Well, maybe it wasn't meant for me. Maybe that's why I shelved it. Maybe it didn't work out in the past, so I shouldn't attempt it now. There's something like that here. That Queen of Cups is looking back into the past. So it's like based upon a past experience or a past setback or heartbreak or loss, you might sabotage yourself from moving forward with whatever this is. Anything else Leo needs to know about this? It might be like an opportunity to go back to school or take a class or learn something. And you're like, yeah, I don't know. Last time I tried to learn something, my head wasn't in it, or I don't really think I have the capability to do it. That's self-sabotage there. Or what's the purpose? Why would I want to waste all that time to do that? I could just have someone else do it. Oh, this is a new adventure here. 3 more cards on this self-sabotage. One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Cups, the confusion, 9 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, 4 Swords, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I think for most of you, you're going to move forward with whatever this is. There is some confusion. So when this offer opportunity comes in, I'm going to try to get timing for you on this. I think for a lot of you, it could be coming in the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th. This is either an offer you're receiving from someone else, some, again, random thought that you have, like, oh yeah, maybe I should do that again. Or maybe you're a business owner, you're like, I should change up that business model. It could be a DIY project in your house, something you've been wanting to tackle. It's coming to you either internal, it's either coming from inside the house, some call that you have from within, or the offer is being given to you from the outside, external to you. It looks like you see it as the potential here to add some level of happiness or success or maybe even monetary stability to your life. But then it's like upon further review, when you're ready to move forward, you may sabotage yourself. And that's based on past hurts or past failures or something like that. You could feel like maybe my time is better invested in doing something else, or maybe I don't really want to date this partner. I should just work on my money or something like that. So whatever confusion or clarity you have, it looks like you are going within and then you are making the judgment call. And most of you are making the judgment call to move forward with this, albeit slowly. In that 4 of Swords, it's like, all right, we're going to take it slowly and wait and see how it goes. So I would expect the offer opportunity to come in this new moon in Sagittarius, and then it might be another 2 weeks after that with that full moon in Cancer, because you might need 2 weeks to go within and decide, do I really want to move forward with this, start this project, change this diet regimen, date this person, take this person up on their offer opportunity. So it might take you about 2 weeks from when this comes in, new moon in Sag, to the full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. It's any closing messages here? 3 cards here, final messages. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your final message, strength, that's you. 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. I think you are going to move forward with this. And again, If this is a relationship, this is an abundantly long-term successful relationship for you coming in. For others of you, it's an opportunity to make a lot of money. You don't have to go full throttle into whomever or whatever this is. Just you can start pouring a little pentacle energy, either time or love or money or dedication into it. I feel like as the ball gets going on this, you're going to get more and more excited. Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like the time to move on this. So there are some reservations. Most of you will begin to talk yourselves out of this, but then it looks like you're moving forward with it. And for those of you who do move forward with it, it looks like you have a lot of abundance headed your way, whether that's emotional or financial. For some of you, it's both. So I would have faith in yourself to make the right decision here and to embrace this new chapter that is headed your way. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out that description box so you can learn how you too can become a time traveler. With all of that said, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo, my mercurial brothers and sisters. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Your angel number for the week, 303, forgive. When your inner sanctuary is a mess, it impacts every part of your life. Prioritize your inner peace. Find a way to clean out those dusty, dark corners within, whether that's meditation, journaling, or talking it out. Air out any old grudges or decide to just let them go. This is a reminder that the past is the past. You don't need to live there anymore. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. This number means that you are cultivating inner peace. You're being intentional with your words and actions. You are healing old wounds. You are finding forgiveness, and you're letting go of toxic anger or grudges. Your affirmation for the week is, I no longer allow old memories to get in the way of my future joys. Message from the universe. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road ahead has a purpose. Message from your spirit guides, detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Some of you need to detach and let go from something or someone that you need to forgive. And that could be you, or that could be someone external to you. Message from Archangel Michael. Embrace this magical moment. Card number 11. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting a miracle. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And your Moonology card here for the week. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Well, we actually have a new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th. Tell me more about this. Forgiveness, detaching from the past, letting it go, forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for where you are in this moment. You know, a lot of us towards the end of the year, we look back at our lives, kind of like a year in review, life in review. And this is a time of year where some people tend to get a little bit depressed. We're not exactly where we want to be in terms of relationship or romantic partnership or living situation or career. So in that respect, maybe some of you need to forgive yourselves for that as well. Look at the bigger picture, right? The rest of your life does not have to be what it is in this current moment. You can manifest something different for yourself. But I feel like allowing the energetic space for the new, this is kind of like an Ace of Pentacles headed your way. We need to let go of the energetic space currently being occupied by something or someone that we need to detach, forgive, and sort of leave in the past, leave in 2025. Let's get 3 cards here, please, for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower, the Devil, and the Magician. Holy moly. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. 4 major arcana cards. Something that's been in your life for a long time, and it's been quite manipulative and quite toxic to you. Could be an addiction. Chariot, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. It could be an addiction. Now, that could be drugs, alcohol, pornography, anything that you do in excess. Not everything in the world is bad for you, But there is sometimes such a thing as too much of a good thing could be bad for you. So it even could just be overindulgence in eating. It could be a very manipulative energy that you still have in your life. Someone who chronically lies to you, gaslights you. It could be a pattern within yourself. Like I said, something self-sabotaging. It could also be something traumatic that happened to you in the past that still haunts you, that you haven't quite yet been able to shake, kind of like a little monkey on your back. Tell me about the Tower here. Tell me about the Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower is clarified by strength. You can overcome the adversity. The Five of Swords, the conflict. 2 cards came out. The Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. It's your choice whether or not you want to forgive. Bottom of the deck, Justice. You can forgive this person, forgive these people, forgive yourself, the situation, the environment. It's like this is your choice now. The Tower could have happened a day ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. It could be something you're carrying around from when you were a kid. It has in some way created conflict in your life because you have held on to it. So if it was a childhood wound, maybe it contributed to the type of people that you attract in your life. You know, the type of love partners you choose. For some of you, it could be a self-worth issue that, again, you've been carrying around a long time. Maybe that draws in people that are more narcissistic or those who take advantage of your empathy or your good nature. This is very much a very strong trickster energy here. And it could be self-sabotaging pattern that we do to ourselves. Again, to numb out the pain. You know, we get upset, we overeat, we oversmoke, we dabble in drugs. Again, we drink 1 too many glasses of wine. There's some overindulgence here for some of you. Obviously, that's not the message for everyone, but there is something toxic that we are either doing or we're holding on to from the past. And it could even be something like anger or resentment. But all of that eats away at us, right? It needs something to feed off of in order to live within us. So it feeds off of our energy. And that means we have less energetic space for the good stuff that wants to come in. So whatever this is here for you, 4 of Swords, it's time to heal it. Heal it, forgive yourself, let it go. Don't carry this into 2026 with you. Tell me about that Devil energy here. Tell me about the Devil energy here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. There's redemption here, I just heard. There's redemption. If you need to forgive yourself for something or for you to forgive someone else, it doesn't condone what they did to you, but there is something redeeming about doing that. Chariot, and then it'll help you to move forward towards victory and success. This has been an energetic albatross latched onto you that has been preventing you from moving forward in your life. The Chariot, the Moon, look at all these major arcana cards, and the Ace of Pentacles. Remember I said the Ace of Pentacles? So this, you might not correlate the two. King of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. You might not correlate the two. You may not correlate how the relationship with your mother impacts the type of jobs you get, but it does. You may not have ever correlated the relationship you have with your father has influence over what type of partners you select. It could be a self-worth issue that you haven't yet realized, oh, that's why I spend so much money, right? I overspend. I live outside of my budget. It's a self-worth issue. I think if I surround myself with expensive things or a lot of things, that it makes me look more accomplished or it makes me feel good. But that's like a temporary soothing agent. So there's something here like that that's been toxic, that we've been clinging on to or repeating or carrying with us or still engaging with, and we're just not correlating it to a past pain that at this point we can look at now and say, oh, that's why I engage with these types of people, because this happened to me in the past. So I feel like step 1 here is just making that correlation, connecting that dot. I choose these love partners because of this. I choose these kinds of jobs because of this. I overspend because of this. I overeat because of this. Like, I choose these kinds of people to be friends because of this. So there's something like that here. And again, it's toxic in nature because if we understood where it was coming from, we probably wouldn't be engaging with all of those, you know, situations, environments, or connections. So it's like once we can clear it out, we forgive that, we forgive ourselves, now the real new stuff can come in. So this is like a twofold message. For some of you, you're not seeing how something in the past affected who or what you attracted into your life or the way you showed up in life. It's like one has a lot to do with the other. You may never have made that connection before. So this would be a good week for you to go back and think about that. And then the second thing is, once we can clear away this thing, that new offer opportunity comes in. So once we can begin to heal this, then the new opportunity comes in. Then we can embrace this magical moment. Then we're free of the past. We're free of the past obligation. We are free of any resentment or trauma or pain or hurt or maybe even guilt or shame that we internally carry for like our participation or something that we did. It's a very freeing energy. Once we can let it go, then we can begin to manifest what it is that we want. King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Magician energy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, now look at the bigger picture. See how the dots are connected from A to B. I have a younger brother who suffers from addiction. And I know for the decades that he's been on or off these different substances, we just always try to heal the addiction. We never looked at what that core was. What was he trying to soothe or mask by having the addiction to begin with? And it's like, now we can begin the process to really help him heal that core issue. So for some of you, it could be something like that, looking at the bigger picture. Oh, I didn't realize I was doing something like this or engaging with ABC because this happened to me in my past. This was a soothing agent, or this was some poor choices that I made now based upon something I learned in the past, or something that was ingrained in me in the past, or something that negatively affected me in the past. So I think that's the bigger picture here for the Virgo collective. Once we can begin to clear this, you're not going to be able to do this all this week. I feel like there's a little bit more future focus, maybe moving towards Gemini season 2026. This is a good time, though, to begin detaching from the past, letting it go. Don't carry it into 2026, or at least be well on the way to letting it go as you enter 2026. The Magician is clarified by the Ten of Swords. That's done and over with. Page of Wands and Temperance. You are being guided here this week by Archangel Michael to forgive yourself or to forgive others. That seems to be the message here. Whatever hurt you, whatever transgressions were done against you, whatever transgressions you did against yourself, this is a good week for you to begin healing. So then what you want can actually come in. Tell me a little bit more about that manifestation. Judgment. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Judgment, Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. I don't think you see this coming in, or maybe at the time of this reading, you don't fully understand how the offer opportunity of something that you really want is being blocked because we're holding on to something from the past, or we're repetitively doing something that is actually not beneficial to us. And it could just be a thought process, right? It could just be the way we think about something. But there's something like that here. Once we make the judgment call, where we connect the dots that we didn't actually see before, something radically changes. The manifestation you want comes in between Gemini and Virgo season of next year. So I would start working on this now. This is big. This seems really big of an opportunity. A little bit more about that opportunity for the Virgo collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. That opportunity. Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, Ten of Cups. Something that would make you very incredibly happy. It could be a financial opportunity here that pulls you out of having some financial issues. I don't think you see how this opportunity, this has been blocked. Seven of Wands has been blocked by this, something you're holding on to, or a pattern you're recurringly doing. So I would use this week, Page of Swords, be a little bit of investigative energy here to really go within and figure out what this is for you. Again, something you're doing or something you're still attached to or some resentment you're still holding on to. I would begin to find ways to heal it. There are a lot of free, valuable resources online. I would begin to look them up. There's some new financial or emotional opportunity coming your way between Gemini and Virgo season, and you need to be ready to move on it from a very healed place. And you need to, most importantly, create the energetic space for it. I feel like it can't come in if we're still holding on to this or still repeating this pattern. So once we can detach from this, forgive the external and forgive ourselves internally, this starts coming in very quickly. And that is what I have for you, Virgo, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video, please, if you're able to do that. And if you want to learn more about how you can become a time traveler, please check out the description box below. Until I read for you again, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 1031. The word on the card is passion. Oh my God, I opened up the book right to it. Isn't that weird? Okay, 1031. Heads up, your life is happening like right now. It's time to stop going through the motions and to start living with intention. Begin by adding something small but meaningful to each day. Consistency will be key now, even if it's only a few minutes at first. Any time you devote to your well-being will be worth it. You're the only one who can take the actions that will bring you closer to the life that you have been dreaming of. In the upright, this number means that you now have a new zest for life, enthusiasm, and innovation. You are living intentionally. You are savoring the moment. You are facing obstacles on your path with complete courage, and you are committed to consistent practices. Your affirmation for this week is, I'm so grateful for each moment of joy in my life. So it could be as simple as that. Every morning that you wake up, thank God that you're alive. I don't know what reading it was, but there was a woman who posted, she said, I have nothing to celebrate. And I said to her, well, 177,000 people around the world die every day. How about you just celebrate the fact that you weren't one of them? Like, have you ever thought about just being grateful for being alive, even when everything else in your life is falling apart? And she was like, oh, never thought of that. Yeah, never thought of that. You have one meal today. Maybe it's not the best meal. It's not steak and lobster, but it's a meal. It's more than what most people have. Be grateful for the meal. So there's something, you can do something small like that. Just a practice of gratitude at one thing, two things, three things, whatever. Rattle them off, journal them down if you have to. I would either start or end your day with some type of gratitude. And for yourself, I feel like this would be a very healing experience for you. Message from the universe. I know that you have been questioning yourself a lot lately, and you're wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing this. So rise up and take that leap of faith. Yeah, there's some new chapter here. It's just starting to open up for the Libra collective, but I think you need to find your passion again. And the best way to find your passion is through the avenue of gratitude. Message from your spirit guides, check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in. How do I feel about it right now? Do I feel lighter? Do I feel heavier? Do I feel excited? Do I feel filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It will be so helpful. Message from Archangel Michael. Regain your focus. Card number 27. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. I think that's why this gratitude message, right? If you're grateful for something, you're less inclined to be distracted from trivial things that happen. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And your Moonology card here for the week, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Well, we have a new moon in Capricorn coming up in January. I would start this now, this little practice every day of having gratitude. Like I said, just for one thing. Maybe for some of you, you want to write down more. But I would definitely do this. I feel like within a month's time of you doing this, it's like revolutionary here for the Libra collective. I think it helps you to regain your focus about who you are and what you want. And when we look at everything in our life and we really begin to be grateful for electricity, for our pets, our plants, the people in our life, the meal before us, even if it's not all the greatest, it does help to keep us grounded. It keeps us realistic. It makes us realize that some of the things in life that we really worry about and spend so much pentacle resource investing in, time, stress, you know, energy, really doesn't mean shit at the end of the day. So I think that this helps you to check in more. If you can, this manner of you checking in more with yourself by practicing gratitude, I feel within a month's time, that hard work, because it is hard work. You're gonna have to come up with something new every day that you're grateful for. But I think it's then a new you by the time we get to that new moon in Capricorn. Let's get 3 cards here for the Libra collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Cups, King of Wands, and Justice. Yeah, I think that this brings balance to your life. Justice is your card here. 9 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Cups, I love this. Before we can get to the 2 of Cups, where we are exchanging cups with one another, it begins with self-love. I think this is a really great moment for the Libra collective to focus on self-love. And you'll need to take the initiative, right? I can't force you to do this. No one else can force you to do this. You're going to have to wake up every single day and be grateful for one thing. Or before you go to bed every night, you know, be grateful for one thing that you have, one thing that you've acquired, one thing that you've enjoyed, one thing that you've eaten. Or like I had said to that one woman in that chat comment, just be grateful you were alive today. It could be as simple and as monumental as that. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. I feel like this would be a very good way for you to start loving yourself a little bit more. Yesterday we had a snowstorm, which delayed this reading by a day. And at first I was really like, oh God, I got to go out there. I got to shovel snow, blah, blah, break out the snow blower, right? You have to do all this stuff, charge the batteries. It's an electric snow blower. And then I got to shovel the walkway by hand. I was so annoyed. But then at the end of the day, I was like, wow, I'm really glad that I am physically fit enough, not that I'm physically fit, but I'm in enough good health that I was able to do that I didn't have to hire anyone and have to burden anyone else to do it. You know, I felt very accomplished. So yeah, I was a bit sore by the end of the day, which is why this reading is delayed by a day. But still, I found gratitude. I was really grateful that I had the strength and the endurance to be able to do it. It could just be something as simple as that. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Self-love here for the Libra collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Cups, clarified by 10 of Swords. Boy, will it help you heal. Judgment and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Star card. More healing. I think it helps you heal parts of your life that have been very difficult for you. Sometimes when we're going through difficult endings or challenging times, the one thing we can do is reground ourselves and regain our focus and finding passion for life again. And I really, really wholeheartedly believe that that comes through these little acts of practicing gratitude. And like I said, either starting your day with it or ending your day with it. I think it'll help you heal whatever this has been here for you. It will help to heal that 6 of Swords and help you move on from it as well. Yeah. Tell me more about the King of Wands here. Tell me more about the King of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like this is you. I know you're an air sign, but I feel like you need to take the initiative to do this. King of Wands, clarified by the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands, and then the 3 of Swords. Oop, there's something right behind that. King of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. Yeah, you need to take the initiative to heal this, to be grateful for what you have in your life, despite the losses, despite the heartbreak, despite the setbacks, despite things that didn't go in your favor or in the way that you thought that they would go or that they should go. For some of you, it's a love relationship that has ended or is in the process of ending. There's something here about you being able to heal this wound by finding little things every day that you're grateful for. Fresh water, you know, like I said, your pets, your plants, clean air to breathe, a pillow to put your head on at night, however great or small it is. Tell me about Justice. I feel like this is what helps to restore balance in the Libra collective. Tell me about Justice. Also puts you in your power. By the time we get to that new moon in Capricorn, you're a different Libra if you start this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 9 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 2 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have 5 of Pentacles. You have one person here in your life that's very supportive, or would be very supportive if you did this. If you said to them, I would like to start practicing gratitude. I don't want to live in lack anymore. I know something here in my life has fallen apart and I'm having a hard time dealing with it, or I'm currently in the middle of this monumental life challenge and I don't know how to deal with it, but I want to try to practice gratitude. I think if you were to make the choice to convey this, you have someone here that would help you do this. Either they would participate with you, like they would make their own list, you make your own list, maybe you compare, they encourage you to do it, they remind you to do it. I think you have someone here that would help you do this. Tell me more about that individual. I think you have someone here that would help you. They would like check in with you to make sure you did it, to see how you're doing, to remind you to do it, to encourage you to do it. Tell me more about this person. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the World card. I feel like this person becomes instrumental in, like, number one, helping you to check in. Three of Pentacles, making sure that you work on whatever this is. Also, any other internal conflicts that you have with doing this. I didn't do it today, or I haven't done it yet. I feel like this person helps you to do it. Whatever has ended or is ending for the Libra collective, this person seems to be instrumental in helping you check in with yourself, practicing these things of, like, you know, gratitude, writing them down or reciting them, or, like I said, sharing what you both are grateful for on a day-to-day basis. I feel like this person helps you to overcome whatever is closing out or changing here in your life. You need to make the choice to tell them, right? They're not going to automatically know that you're doing this, but there's something definitely closing out here for the Libra collective. You are on the precipice of a new beginning. And like I said, you have one person here, and it could just be a good friend, but I feel like they would participate in this with you. They would remind you of it, check in with you. Tell me final messages here for Libra. 3 final messages. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like if you really decide, okay, this might sound like a stupid idea, but I'm going to start practicing gratitude, either keeping a journal, writing it in my phone, maybe telling this one close friend or partner or confidant, whoever this individual is. I think if you really, like, hold yourself accountable to this, I think you're going to see your strength start to get better. There's some momentum here that then starts to build for you of, like, I can make it through this. So focusing on gratitude will help you to regain your focus. And by the time you get to that new moon in Capricorn, there's a new Libra here. You're bolder, you're fiercer, you're ready for a new beginning. You're more grateful for what you have. You're almost grateful for what you've gone through as well. There's that message here as well. And you might not be so grateful for it right now, but it's like if you were to do these acts of, like, writing down gratitude daily between now and that new moon in Capricorn in January, yeah, you're going to look back, go, thank God this happened. Now I see why it had to happen. Tell me a little bit more. I want to get 3 cards for you on that new moon in Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new moon in Capricorn. King of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. There's some new communication, information, opportunity because of your hard work, right? King of Cups to the 10 of Wands. This is hard work. 10 of Wands, for you to do this every day. You need to come up with at least one thing that you're grateful for. This needs to be part of your daily regimen. You're going to start your day this way or end your day this week. There's something here about you doing that. 1, you learn something about yourself. 2, you are stronger to move forward. And 3, there's an opportunity or conversation that comes in that new moon in Capricorn. You would not be as well prepared. You won't be as well prepared for this as you will be had you practiced gratitude. I don't know what that means for you. We'll figure out as we get closer and we do more readings as we get near that new moon in Capricorn. So to give you a quick example, this could be something like you're going through a very difficult time right now. Let's say you don't practice gratitude. You're not grateful for anything. When this opportunity comes along, you might think of it as like, it's pittance, it's shit, it's small. It doesn't mean anything, but it's actually a lot bigger. If you were to practice gratitude, Your hard work pays off. When this opportunity comes in, you now see the value in it. Even though, like, from today's mindset, you might be like, oh, that's really not a good thing, or that's really not anything significant. As you build up this wealth of gratitude within yourself, when this comes in, you actually are very excited about it. You actually see the true value in it. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Start practicing gratitude this week. And like I said, you have at least one person here that if you told them you were doing this, they would support you in some way with making sure that you do this daily. And yes, I do think that it could drastically and radically change your life for the better. That is what I have for you for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And don't forget to check out the description box so you can learn about how you too can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon bebes. Let's take a look at our angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 420, relax. Excuse my voice. I've been chatting for almost 2 hours now doing this reading. 420. What good comes out of standing still? There's nothing wrong with planting deep, stable roots, but everything in nature continues to grow, to stretch toward greater heights. Nourish your soul. Break free of stagnation. Take the risk. Your potential is limitless. In the upright, this number means good health and daily wellness habits, turning over a new leaf, freedom from a past restraint, progression, and change. Your affirmation for the week is every cell in my body is peaceful and calm. Message from the universe. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. That's literally the very definition of insanity. So change comes from thinking thoughts you never thought before and showing up to meet them down the streets you've never walked before. Message from your spirit guides. Abundance. You're being asked to open up to abundance, to believe that you are deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Doing something differently will give you the result that you want. Okay? Message from Archangel Michael. Let it go. Card number 18. The situation, environment, connection, or pattern no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. And your Moonology card here for the week. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Okay, so there's something here we're doing over and over again. We're expecting a different result. Excuse me. It could be we eat the same foods over and over again. Then we wonder why we're not losing weight, right? We could be engaging in an exercise regimen over and over again. We're not getting the desired outcome, but we're not changing it. There's something here we're doing, the way we show up. It could be a situation, environment, or a connection. But I feel like once we change it, or we change the pattern within us, or we modify the way we're doing something, or the way we show up, we let go of this past thing that we've been holding on to. That's when the abundance comes in. So it's time to do this differently. It's time to do this differently. Tower to the lovers. Your choice to do it differently. This is you, right? This is Plutonic energy. And Scorpio, you are ruled by Pluto. So it's time to take action. Time to let something go. Situation, environment, connection, pattern, like I said, behavior. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. There's your abundance. The Hermit. And the 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. What is this sabotaging thing? It could be a person. It could be a situation. It could be an environment. I think in your reading the other day, something about a communication wound. There's something here that we're doing repetitively or we're engaging in consistently, and we keep expecting a different result. If I try it again, it'll work out this time. If I reconnect with this person, things will get better. There's something, if I continue to show up this way or communicate this way, eventually the person will get what I'm saying. I feel like it's blocking our abundance. So you know what it is to you. You're a highly intuitive sign. Person, place, thing, pattern within you. It's time to really let it go. It's time to take action, let it go. And you know what it is. That Hermit energy tells me, you know, intuitively what it is. You may not want to let it go. You may not want to give up. You know, the 10-pound bag, it's not a 10-pound bag. It's a 5-pound bag of gummy bears back there. But like whatever it is for you, you know, it's time to let it go. Could even be the way you show up in a relationship. Doesn't even have to be the relationship itself. It could just be the way you show up in a particular relationship. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio. It could be a mindset. Tell me more about this 10 of Pentacles. This is the abundance. This is what you want. This is what you want. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And this is you not seeing what's blocking you. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck, the Sun. This is something you've wanted for a long time. You've waited for a long time. A long time. You've been sitting at the Y point. And you're not understanding why it's not coming in or why you're not able to move forward with it. But you keep waiting. You keep waiting for, you know, the Page of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the potential to get to the 10 of Pentacles. You're waiting at the Y point. I can't move forward until this comes in. I can't, but we need to change. We need to change, not wait for something to come. Otherwise, we're going to wait our whole lives. So for some of you, it could be procrastination. You're waiting for an offer to come to you. You need to go out there and get the offer. Tell me about that Hermit energy, because I feel like whatever this is, you already know. It's yours for the taking. Yeah, it's yours for the taking. Tell me more about that Hermit energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. It could be like you're a business owner and you're wondering like, well, why isn't revenue coming in? Like I keep putting in all this effort and I'm waiting. Maybe you need to change up how you do the business. Maybe you just need a better schedule. Maybe you work from home like I do and you need to have a more dedicated schedule to do, you know, to do your work. So we have the 3 of Wands, Mars in Aries, the Ace of Cups, yeah, and the 6 of Swords, bottom of deck, 5 of Pentacles. There's something we're doing. We're showing up a certain way, or we're engaging with the same person, place, or thing over and over and over again. We're an active participant in it, whether it's internal to us or external to us. And we know what it is. And we keep waiting for things to change. And nothing changes if nothing changes. We need to be the one to change. We need to change this or disassociate from this or modify the way we're doing something. That's when we're able to move forward. 6 of Swords is a card of moving forward. The Ace of Cups is that, oh my God, I have to do this for the love of me, right? Before we get to 2 of Cups and we're exchanging cups, it all starts with self-love. This is an act of self-love. The 3 of Wands is Mars and Aries. This is moving forward. Mars is historically your ruler. They changed it modern day to Pluto. So there's something about like you're able to move forward once you change whatever this is or detach from it. Be out of an act of self-love. That's when it all changes. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and Judge. It's literally your choice. Judgment to the Lover's card. The minute you say, I'm going to do this or do it differently, or I'm letting go of this, the moment you do that, what you want ends up coming in. I just saw 10 of Swords to Judgment. Once you put an end to whatever situation, environment, connection, or pattern that is, could be thought process, like I said, maybe even procrastination. Tell me about that 7 of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. And it's time to take action. New Moon in Aries. This is the Sun in Aries. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and the World card. It's done for a lot of you, it's procrastination. I guess I got to be honest, for me, it's procrastination. I know that I need to set a schedule that I hold myself accountable to every day. I wake up, I work out, I do some housework, I come up here, I do my readings. And some days I get distracted. I choose to. I choose to do that. And I'm not here at 8 o'clock in the morning like I'm supposed to be. And sometimes I'm here as the sun is setting, which is happening right now. So yeah, it could be something like that. You're just not sticking to the same schedule. But 777, that's another angel number for you this week. I would look that up. But I feel like whatever we're doing here or we're holding on to, it's preventing us from moving forward. We've learned this lesson already. You've heard me say it before in your readings. The World card for me signifies an ending. We've learned that lesson. You can't keep eating 5 pounds of gummy bears every week and think you're going to lose the weight, Jen. It's just Jen. It's just not going to happen, Jen. So whatever it is for you, you know, sporadically doing my readings throughout the day is not going to make you get them on time like you're supposed to. And it's not going to help me produce the revenue I need to keep my lights on. So there's something like this we're doing over and over again. Now, yeah, maybe for some of you, it's an actual person or a relationship. It could be. I feel like this is more internal. I don't have any people cards here. Otherwise, I would tell you that, like, if we would have gotten the Two of Cups instead of the Ace of Cups, and I could say, okay, maybe it's a relationship. I feel like this is more internal to us. There's something we're doing that is self-sabotaging to us. And again, it could just be something like procrastination. But I feel like it's time to let it go so abundance can flow into our lives. Let's get closing messages here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Okay. I think all three of your cards. Okay. More cards just came out. All right. I made a mess here of your cards. I'm so sorry. Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, and King of Wands. That's 3/4 of an Emperor. So what's not here? I always say what's not here when I do the readings has a lot to do with the reading itself. King of Swords. So if you've seen my readings before, most of you have by now, bottom of deck star card. Oh God, this is a wound we need to heal. Queens for me exist presently based upon their past experiences in respect to their card suit. It's not hierarchical. It's not masculine versus feminine. It's just the way I read the energy. Queens exist presently because of what they've gone through in the past. The kings, because they're the top tier of their suits, they move forward because of the advice, because of the experiences of the queen. They now know how to move forward. The King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the King of Wands. This is you being top tier now, being able to move forward towards your abundance. If you were to work on healing this wound, then you're able to move forward. But guess what's missing? King of Swords, no clarity. We have not made the correlation that the problem is us. Oh my God, I just lost half of the Scorpio collective, which I'm part of, which I'm part of. Part of the problem is us. Procrastination, doing the same thing, showing up the same way, communicating the same way, like whatever it is. It could be conflict resolution style we have. Something we're doing here. We're not realizing we are a contributory factor to why the abundance or the success of whatever it is we're trying to work on is not coming in. I'll get 3 more cards for you. This is a deep reading. I may stop watching my readings now after this. I'm slightly insulted. 3 cards. Part of the problem is us. We're not seeing it. Once we see it, we move forward as Emperor. Then we move forward as, I'm going to take charge. Now I'm going to do things differently. Now I take action. Oh, the Emperor. That's Aries, right? The Emperor is ruled by Aries. Then we can take action. 3 final cards here, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. If you don't admit this to yourself, that this one little thing you keep doing over and over again is what is blocking you from abundance, then you're going to repeat the same cycle. 5 of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. If you don't want to admit whatever this is, procrastination, doing something differently, whatever it is, if you don't get that clarity of the King of Swords, you're going to repeat this cycle again. If you're honest with yourself, you get victory. 6 of Wands. You get a new cycle now where you get to show up differently, and now you have victory and success. And with that victory and success comes the abundance. You have Taurus, you have 3 of Cups, and you have the Magician. You can stay stuck and stagnant. Taurus is your opposite sign. So you have the Hierophant energy. You can refuse to see that you're contributing to whatever this is, or you're playing a role, or like me, you're procrastinating on, putting on the gummy bears or getting a better work schedule. You can stay in this, or you can have a reason to celebrate, to say, oh my God, yes, I realize this is what I've been doing. I'm going to now work on becoming a better version of myself. And then boom, your manifestation comes in. Choice is yours. Page of Swords, have a tiny little honest conversation with yourself. You don't have to tell the whole world about this. So you got a new cycle here, right? A new calendar year approaching. It's up to you. You can repeat the same thing for another year, or you can start to heal what this is and do it differently. That's what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video, please, if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box if you want to learn more about how you too can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, be gentle with yourself through this process, but honest with yourself as well. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 717. The word on the card is bravery. Have you been questioning whether you're headed in the right direction? If you're following your intuition, then the universe's answer to you is a big resounding yes. You will never be sent something that you don't have the capacity to handle. Those challenges, you never know until you get to the other side exactly what they were guiding you toward. So face down your fears and trust your heart. In the upright, this number, and the card is in the upright, this number means message that you are on the right track. You're being guided towards unseen opportunities. You are now in tune with your spiritual side, and you're choosing trust over fear, even on the days where it's difficult. Your affirmation for the week is, everywhere I go, I prosper. Message from the universe. Every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy it to the fullest. When life is not so good, remember that that moment won't last forever and that better days are on the way. So something here that you've been going through, you're currently going through, I feel like the message here for you this week is to be strong, be brave, kind of strength card energy here. Keep persevering. There are better days on the horizon for you. Message from your spirit guides, worth. You're being asked to honor your self-worth. It can be easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. You are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself as you see your true worth. So maybe for some of you, this dark time or difficult time that you have been going through, that you're trying to be very brave and confront and move through. Maybe your self-worth or self-value took a hit. I just got a notification on my phone. So maybe that is a sign for you that you need to now start rebuilding your self-worth or your self-esteem because it just took a hit on something that you're now coming out of or healing through. Message from Archangel Michael, be honest with yourself, card number 5. Fives do symbolize change. So all of your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and then let source take it from there. And your Moonology card here for the week, be bold, make the first move. Cardinal Moon, be bold, be brave. Know your worth. Know your worth, Sagittarius. Be honest with yourself. The situation, environment, or connection was no longer serving you. It's taken you a lot to get through it. Maybe for some of you to figure out whether or not you want to close it out or not. What you do here, I feel, hinges upon your self-worth. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Sagittarius this week. And if you're going through a difficult time, that sidebar message is, life won't always be so difficult. You will make it through whatever this is. Let's get some cards here on the table for Sagittarius. Clarify this message a little bit more for them. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. This is the difficulty. Bottom of the deck, you have King of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Magician. So there is something here that you have gone through or you currently are going through. I feel like it's left you a bit depleted. And for some of you, your self-worth here took a hit in that Five of Pentacles. And now maybe you're a bit confused. I don't know what to do next. I don't know if I keep enduring this situation, environment, or connection. I don't know if I have the strength to move on from it. I don't know how to rebuild my life now that it's over. Take those messages how they resonate to you. Not all of them will apply. Just take the ones that resonate for you. So tell me about these Seven of Cups here. I'm getting confusion energy. I don't always get that energy from the Seven of Cups. Sometimes it's more fantasy or daydreaming, but I'm getting this more of like confusion. I don't know what to do next. I think you don't know what to do next because if you value yourself more, and it's no fault of your own why your self-esteem here took a hit, but if you valued yourself more, I feel like the confusion would be gone. Like then you would know exactly what to do. Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Celestial Weaver. So something here has come to an end or currently is coming to an end for you. There is something here about, I'm very confused. I don't know if I want to go back. I don't know if I want to stay in this. I don't know if I want to move on from it. I don't know if this will actually make me happy. I feel like the key here is knowing your self-worth. Once you know your self-worth, Sag, then you can be honest with yourself. And I feel move on from whomever, whatever this is, Celestial Weaver, and rebirth your life differently. This could even be a mindset for you. It doesn't have to always be a situation, environment, or connection. It could just be a mindset. But again, something transpired here in your life, whether a week ago, a day ago, 5 years ago, I don't know, but it impacted your self-worth and self-value. And the reason why it's coming up in your reading now is because you seem to be stuck now on what way to go. And that's in your indecision or your inability to move forward or not know what direction to go in is being directly impacted by the significant hit to your self-worth that occurred at some point in time here. Tell me about that Five of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Because I feel like this is the internal conflict about what direction to go in. We have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Yeah. I feel like you have a decision here to make. You have two Knights here and the Four of Wands. It's like I can go in either direction. Right? I could go left or I could go right, but you can't go left and right at the same time. And there's some internal conflict. I don't know what's the best decision here to make in respect to my structure and stability. So the decision that the Sagittarius collective here needs to make will impact their stability or their structure in some way. This could be career related. What industry? Do I want to stay in this industry or leave it? What do I want to stay in this relationship or leave it? Do I want to continue this dietary regimen or do I want to modify it or change it? Whatever it is, it has some impact to your structure and your stability. You just don't know what direction to go in. So you are internally conflicted. I feel like the conflict is resolved if you focus on your self-worth, because the low self-worth is actually a toxic, or yeah, I mean, it is toxicity to a degree, but I feel like it's now clouding your judgment in that Seven of Cups. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles here. This is feeling not good enough, not knowing your worth. Maybe I should just put up with this. Maybe I should return to that job. You know, maybe I shouldn't leave this person. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We got a lot of cards. I will take all of them for you. Two of Wands. There's that crossroads. Do I go left or right? I can't go both at the same time. Nine of Cups, the Fool, and the King of Cups. Yeah, this is, your heart is leading you, or your intuition. King of Cups is the most intuitive king in tarot. So it's either your heart or your intuition, again, different for all of you, is calling you in a new direction. You're either not sure if you know what, you know, do I have what it takes to do this? Like, do I have what it takes to find another job? Do I have what it takes to leave this person? Do I have what it takes to relocate? You do. You be honest with yourself, you do. Do not allow what has transpired here to affect your self-worth or your self-esteem. But the new beginning only comes once you're bold enough to make that first move, to be brave enough and courageous enough to move towards it. Any advice on how Sagittarius can start working on their self-worth here? Once you are truly in your power and you know what you bring to the table, whatever this is, you're going to have no problem moving on from it. Because you're being called, it's like you're being split in two right now. You're being called in one direction, but part of you is like, no, maybe I should just stay here. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Any advice here on how they can work on this self-worth wound? One more shuffle. Thank you. And if it's not your message, don't get upset. Just check another placement. How can you work on this? Queen of Pentacles. Start nurturing yourself, your people, your pets, your plants, things very close in your home environment, but most importantly, you. Start nurturing you. Invest time in you. Invest some pentacle resources, if you can afford it, into you. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Swords. I think that's what helps you make your decision. That Seven of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles is, I am determined to start nurturing myself. Once I start nurturing myself, I know my value and my worth, then I can make the decision very easily. Whether this situation, environment, or connection, or experience, or pattern is something I want to continue repeating, or whether or not, now that I know my worth, I know that I deserve something different or something better. Let's get you 3 final messages here Final message here for Sagittarius. Oh, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. We have that new moon coming up in your sign on the 19th or 20th, depending on where you live in the world. Call in the new. Maybe that's another message for you. You can call in the new, or just call in the strength or courage or bravery you need to be able to be bold and move towards the new, or call in help. You can ask for help to come to you to help rebuild your self-worth and your self-esteem. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Closing messages for you, my dear. Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Strength card. Strength card, I kind of called it at the beginning there. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Once you know your self-worth, your self-value, I feel you will love yourself enough to move in a new direction and become single, free, or independent from this mindset, this connection, this memory. I mean, and for some of you, this could be something like you're holding on to resentment. There's just something you're holding on to, and it no longer serves your highest good. And you're afraid to let it go, or who will you be without it? Or you know that you want to let it go, but you don't know how. I feel like the answers come to you once you start nurturing yourself. So that really seems to be the main message here for the Sagittarius Collective. Start nurturing yourself today. Do something consistent and repetitive every day or every week that is just for you, that will nurture you, help ground you, nurture your soul in some way, that will help you to become free and independent of whatever or whomever this is. Then you will be able to be bold and make the first move and move in a new direction. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And don't forget to check out the description box below if you want to learn about how you too can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 3003. The word on the card is inspiration. 3003. Your creativity levels are positively surging. Your focus right now needs to be on where and how you express all of that abundant, inspired energy. If you don't have an outlet for artistic expression already, seek one that suits your style. You have a beautiful, unique mind. Share it with the world. In the upright, and this card did come out in the upright, this number means abundance of creative energy is surging through you. You are feeling supported in your ventures. You are finally speaking your truth. Oh my God, that was one of your messages for like the last 2 weeks. And you are actualizing your dreams. Your affirmation for the week is, I am now creating my dream life. Nice. And speak it, right? Speak it into existence. Message from the universe. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, you may actually relish such interludes, and I can guarantee you that your genius, your creativity, and your productivity will increase exponentially. So there's something here about giving yourself a little break this week, a little downtime, and in that period of reflection, go within and decide, is there something here that you want to learn or do? Maybe something you did in the past that brought you joy that you no longer do. This would be a good time to revisit. I feel like it's time for the Capricorn Collective to get inspired. And this could be anything. This could be like, I don't know, paint by numbers. Maybe that's something you did, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Like, wow, that brought me a lot of joy. I want to start doing that again. Or I've always wanted to learn how to play this musical instrument. Or I've always wanted to learn, how to read tarot. There's something like that here. But I think if you give yourself some downtime this week, again, some period of relaxation, contemplation, you go within, I think something here naturally will come to you that will reinvigorate the Capricorn Collective. Something new to work on, something that will motivate you and stimulate you. You have healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. This is your message from your spirit guides. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Well, we saw this here with being totally unproductive. So I actually think this would be very nurturing and healing for you to take that time out, to rest, to recover, to meditate, contemplate. I think then you are inspired to do something new. This could be like a little, do-it-yourself kind of home project, around the place where you live, or reorganizing your closet. But I do think that if you give yourself this time out, that inspiration will come to you. Message from Archangel Michael. Deeper insights are at hand. Card number 8. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. You have lots of cards here about like pausing. Lots of Four of Swords, Star card energy here about resting, relaxing. Moonology card here for the week. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. I think if you give yourself a little bit of time this week to do absolutely nothing, I think you are then inspired of like, oh, I would really like to do that, get back to that, try that. Yeah, learn that. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. And I think that's the adjustment that's required. You need to inject a little bit more creativity into your life. Okay, tell me more about this here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We get the 8 of Wands over the course of the next 8 days. King of Wands, taking the inspired action. 6 of Swords. I think it helps you move on from I was going to say chaotic time with the 9 of Swords. Something that's been plaguing you, bothering you, troubling you. Maybe you're having some issues sleeping. I think if you take this time to rest, it helps you to, 1, move forward from this. 2, it makes you recall something that you want to do or learn or something like that. Revisit. Tell me more about the 8 of Wands. This is over the course of the next 8 days now. Tell me about the next 8 days here for Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Next 8 days. You have the Tower. You have the Moon. We have a new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th or 20th, depending on where you live in the world. And then you have the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. So within the course of the next 8 days, tell me more about this here. This feeling of lack. So I've tapped into a group of you. You're very emotional about something. Now, maybe some of you, you're having a difficult time physically healing from something. I don't know, maybe you had surgery or you haven't been feeling well. For others of you, this could be concerns about your financial resources. Or for others of you, this could be emotional lack as well in that 5 of Pentacles in respect to a connection here in your life. You've been very emotional about it, whatever it is. Over the course of the next 8 days, something occurs here. This is Plutonic energy, so that's Scorpio. Something transforms here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Clarify that a little bit more here. 3 of Cups, a reason to celebrate. 7 of Cups and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, again, that 9 of Swords. I think if you take a moment to rest and relax from whatever this is, I think you get this new inspirational, creative idea. It's something that will restore happiness, joy, back into your life, something that you can focus on or learn or relearn for those of you where it's like something from the past. King of Wands. It's like once you get this, oh my God, I could do that, learn that, revisit that. I would like to do that again, something like that, or learn something new. Then you take the initiative. Then you're in King of Wands, future focused. Okay, I'm going to do this now. I'm committed to doing this now or learning this now. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. I think it frees you from whatever this is, these emotions or the idea you've been having, or pulls you out of rut, or pulls you out of this feeling of lack. I feel like you become, I don't know, independent from whatever that 5 of Pentacles has been. I think it helps to like expedite your healing. It's like life almost, or either, I'm not saying your whole life, but I mean, it could be for 1 or 2 of you watching, but it's almost like life or something just came to a pause. Something big happened and it came to a pause and it left you feeling, again, either you physically had to heal, emotionally, psychologically. We saw that 9 of Swords twice. It could be financially, like whatever it is for you emotionally. I think you've been suspended in this. If you can give yourself some additional time to really relax and heal this week, I think you get a creative idea to do something or learn something or revisit something that helps to move you forward. 6 of Swords. Yeah, helps to get you out of that 5 of Pentacles mentality or 5 of Cups emotional lack or sorrow. Tell me about this 6 of Swords moving forward. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords. it's possible for you that, you know, 2 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, this 5 of Pentacles is attributed to that person. I hate to say that person, like blame them, but it seems like something here has happened with this person. If it's not your reading, then check another placement. I feel like it's already happened because the 5 of Swords is in the past. The 6 of Swords is coming up this week. So you taking the time to rest and heal will help you to come up with something new that you want to learn, or like I said, revisit or do. That will help you to move on from these, I want to say, the emotional hardship of whatever transpired here with this person in your life. Whether they're still in your life, not in your life, you want to take them back in your life, that's totally up to you. This reading is just about for you to start processing the emotions that you experienced from whatever happened here with this person. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. I mean, that's a lot of change, right, that occurred in this connection. I feel like it just helps you to process the emotions of what transpired. Again, whether you want to keep this person or not is entirely up to you. But learning something new or revisiting something, getting those creative juices going again kind of gets you out of bed. Almost gives you something to look forward to. Let's get 3 cards here. Final advice for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I think you're at a Y point now, right? Most of us end up in a Y point every day. We have some kind of decision to make. I think you can continue sulking over what happened here, of course. That's your divine gift of free will. Or you can choose to say, you know what? I can process through this and heal through this and do something fun and creative for myself at the same time. It doesn't have to be an either or. I don't, you know, have to mourn the loss of this connection or, you know what I mean? Or I don't have to sit always in the pain of the argument. Again, maybe this person's still in your life. You just had a terrible argument with them. Whatever it is, like I said, they're kind of inconsequential. No offense to the cross watcher. Whether you want to keep them, not keep them, take them back, not take them back. This seems to be you can continue to sit in grieving what transpired with this person, or you can move forward and start getting creative again. And again, I don't know why paint by number came to me, but maybe paint by number, or like I said, learn a new skill, a new hobby, maybe even like join a community group, just to get out there, meet some people, have some fun again. I think it's important that you do that. I think it will help you with your healing process here. Yeah, with your healing process. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of December 14th, 2025. We are getting close to your season. Yeah, so that's what I have for you for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And don't forget to check out the description box so you can learn how you too can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. Angel number 1010. The word on the card, faith. Nope. 1010. Support is always there for you, from your loved ones and from the very universe itself. When you feel overwhelmed or mired in negativity, this number will make its way to you. Let this gentle reminder sink in. You have the tools you need to see this through. Your comfort zone will always be there when you need it, but you should step out of it more often. Growth requires movement and bravery. Remember that you are safe and supported. This number means that you are overcoming your fears and you are trying new things. Your confidence, bravery, and trust in yourself are building. This is reminding you of your ability to keep going even on the hard days, and you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. Your affirmation for the week is, I choose courage over fear and peace over perfection. Message from the universe. Choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make will shut some doors, but will also open several new ones. And that will bring in new opportunities and experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change your direction. All you have to do is make a choice. You are always just one choice away. Message from your spirit team. Create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. Message from Archangel Michael. Stay the course. Card number 29. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. And your Moonology card here for the week. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. What are you trying to create here, Aquarius? A new life path, a new direction? Yeah, you're trying to create a new life path. Some of you are starting to lose faith or hope in the ability to do that, but you are close to achieving this goal. You're only one choice away. One choice away from a different life, one choice away from a different living situation, one choice away from a different partnership, one choice away from showing up as a different you, one choice away from a different job, or, you know, I don't know if I said living situation. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, give me 3 cards here, please. What does Aquarius need to know about this choice? Having faith in this choice, close to achieving this goal. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Hierophant. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. There's something here you've been doing for a long time. Situation, environment, connection. It's part of your life for a while. Now the Hierophant could be the job, the career path, the relationship, the marriage, community group, religious group, maybe even political organization. You've been suspended in it for a while. You also have been sacrificing a lot of yourself for it. And now it seems to be that you're in the 7 of Pentacles energy. Do I want to continue nurturing this, giving to this, showing up for this, being part of this? Or do I want to create a new path for myself? The High Priestess, the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is like, I don't know if I want to put an end to this or move towards the new. All right, tell me about the Hierophant. What has this been here for Aquarius? I think you're close to getting an answer, making a choice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 4 of Wands could be house, home, stability, marriage, job. 2 of Cups. There's a partnership involved. 8 of Cups. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Like that could be, the 2 of Cups is a partnership, right? It is a soul bond connection, but that could be anything. That could be your boss. This could be your best friend. This could be a religious leader. Hierophant to the 2 of Cups to the 4 of Wands. It could be the head of a community group that you volunteer with. It could be a marriage or a long-term partnership. But you've been heavily contemplating moving on from it because you're already emotionally disengaged. You're already like, okay. Yeah, this is, I don't know if I want to keep giving to this or existing to this or investing in this in some way. Emotionally, your heart's not fully in it anymore. Like maybe you go to work, but you don't love the job like you used to. You show up in the relationship, but your heart's not fully there. Okay. It could be a house and home with that 4 of Wands. You love it, but you're kind of like, kind of over it. Would like to live somewhere else. Tell me about the Hangman energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Swords. I feel like you're waiting for the answer. Queen of Cups and the World card. It's almost like you're waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to go. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like you're waiting for someone to tell you it's okay. It's almost like some of you, you're waiting for that entity to say, you're, excuse me, you're waiting for that entity to say you're fired or your lease is not being renewed or we no longer need you here to volunteer for this organization or your, you know, your opinions no longer align with our ideals. You know, I no longer want the relationship. Some of you have to be honest. You're waiting for that entity to let you go so you don't look like the bad guy. I'm an intuitive reader. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Don't be mad at me. And some of you are waiting for someone else. It's almost like you're looking up to the heavens. You're like, oh God, just give me the answer because I don't know what to do. Do I stay or do I go? So at this moment, you seem to be looking external to you, either to the actual entity to tell you to stay or go. And I think most of you, you're looking for this entity to tell you to go. That seems to be the short of it. Or you're looking at God to say, just tell me what to do. 7 of Pentacles. Because this is like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Do I want to keep nurturing this? Knight of Cups. Do I Do I try to emotionally invest in this again? Do I not? Do I 8 of Cup it or Knight of Cup it? Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Your clarity is coming to you. You may not realize it right now at the time you're seeing this reading. You don't know if you want to move, relocate, leave the job, go back to it, get another job, stay in this relationship, move on from it. Your clarity is coming. Tell me about that clarity and the Ace of Swords. You can't see it now, but the clarity is coming. And you will then be able to move forward on a decision that is best for you. Right now, stay the course. No abrupt changes this week. This is internal to you right now. No abrupt changes. The answer you need is coming. So for this week, no big decisions need to be made right now. Tell me about that Ace of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, Lovers, Knight of Wands. Oh, you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision. This is almost the feeling of, I go to bed and I wake up and I know now exactly what I'm going to do. Literally, it's going to come overnight. You're going to wake up and be like, okay, yeah, I'm going for the new. I'm going to get the new job. Yep, I'm going to enter the new relationship. Yep, I'm going to list my house up for sale. Yep, I'm going to start looking to relocate. Like, this is literally like, I go to bed at night, feeling in the 5 of Pentacles. I don't know what to do. Do I want to keep investing in this? I feel really bad. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. And then it's like, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the inspired action and go, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go towards the new. I mean, aces for me are new. I'm going towards the new. Tell me a little bit more about that new opportunity. It looks like you're going towards the new. So I would say for this week, have faith, no quick moves. Over the course of the next 7 days, you get your realization. Tell me more about the new. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. I feel like it comes to you literally in the middle of the night. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Then you get to move in the direction you want. So this week, don't worry about anything. Stay the course. Keep doing what you're doing. No big decisions need to be made. The choice that's on the table for you has been here for a while. One more week isn't going to kill you on this one. This is literally wake up in the middle of the night with this, it's like an awakened feeling, like, oh my God, now I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, look, the clarity comes to you about what direction here to go. Yep, towards the sun. Your 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. You get that Queen of Swords, that clarity of mind will come to you. Closing messages here for Aquarius. I would say right now, just continue nurturing yourself. Make sure you get a really good night's sleep. That's important because something here, and it could be this thing or something else plaguing you, worrying you, could be disrupting your sleep. Make sure you get your sleep. Your answer's coming to you. For some of you, it's coming in a dream. I don't know why I just got that with the Page of Swords. It's like coming in your dream, and you wake up with this feeling of, okay, now I know what I'm going to do. So I would pay attention to your dreams this week as well. 3 cards here for Aquarius. Closing messages. Thank you. Closing message. 9 of Wands. Hang in there. Don't give up. 9 of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. Remember that aha, you were looking somewhere else for the answer? You. The answer comes from within you. The answer comes from within you. I would get a lot of sleep this week. Temperance, Ace of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. There's a Death card. Your answer about whether to rebirth this, end it, move towards something new. It'll be different for all of you. You get the answer within the next week. Right now, just take time for you. Make sure you're sleeping well, and do something here this week so you're not so like heavily focused on this choice. Maybe find something creative to do, and that could just be like watching a movie or enjoying your favorite meal. There's something here just for a little bit. Just break out of constantly thinking about the choice. Have faith that within the next week, you're going to know exactly what direction to move in. This week, you need to just nurture yourself, get good sleep, and do at least one thing nice for yourself this week that has absolutely nothing to do with this. Something different, something creative, something fun, and something just for you. That's what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And don't forget to check out that description box if you want to learn how you can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of December 14th, 2025. 555, change. Well, that's triple change. That's big change here for the Piscean collective. Whew. I almost feel like an ending. We've got the, you got something similar in your message last week with the butterflies. And I said, oh, it reminds me of Scorpionic, like death card energy. Okay, changes are soaring your way. The universe is going to be sweeping you up in forward momentum. So don't fight it. Lean in, be a driving force in your own growth and transformation. Think of this as a call for action on your part. Keep an open mind. Allow yourself to explore any new opportunities or possibilities that may cross your path. Embrace perseverance and spontaneity. While this is a future-minded number, it's still important to make your choices from a place of peace and stability now. Be brave. This number means transformation, shift in how you experience the world. Trust in your ability to weather this change. Embrace the new possibilities and opportunities, and take care of yourself during this hectic time. Your affirmation for the week is, I trust, I believe, and therefore I am ready to receive. Message from the universe. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of this new beginning. It is waiting for you. Notice it, seize it, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. Message from your spirit guides. Open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. For some of you, you also need to trust yourself. Message from Archangel Michael. Make a decision. Card number 19. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. In your Moonology card here for the week, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Tell me more about this change here, this decision, starting over here, this transformation here for the Piscean collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Cups, there you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. 8 of Swords, 2 cards came out, I'll take them. King of Pentacles and the Strength card. Better days are coming. Whatever here has kept you bound or stuck, you're about to be freed from it. The Emperor, the 2 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. This is coming in quickly. Ace of Swords and the Moon. We have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th or 20th, depending on where you live in the world. Tell me about this energy here. This is your energy, Pisces, whether you're masculine or feminine. Tell me about Pisces here this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 2 of Swords. This has been keeping you stuck. 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Oof, 7 of Swords. I think this came up in your reading for the week. Something deceptive. Okay, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Magician. Oh, this is highly, highly deceptive, okay? You know, whoever this is, person, place, thing, because you've been dealing with it, okay, or healing from whatever transpired with this person, it kind of has been holding you back from true emotional abundance. You can't see it now. You're about to be freed from it. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. You're about to be free from this toxic person, situation, environment, or connection. Something is changing. Tell me about the 8 of Swords here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Fool. There's your new beginning. You are free. Or you're about to become free. 3 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. It's your time. It's your time to move on from the heartbreak, from the loss. We're like exchanging the 3 of Swords for the 3 of Wands here. Something that's been holding you back. that has left you in a state of apathy. Maybe you felt neglected or rejected or not good enough, or you just felt really down lately. Some kind of heartbreak or emotional setback. I feel like you are free of it, or you're about to become free of it by the time Sagittarius season ends. So I would prepare for this. This is astrologically the sun in Aries, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Cups. You're going to be able to move forward now. I don't know what you... So the alarm for one of my neighbors down the street just went off. I don't know if the mic picked it up. It's an audible alarm, so it's really loud. It's not like one of those old-fashioned ADT security alarms where you only hear it in the house, or maybe it's silent. This one, like, the whole neighborhood hears it. So it just went off. I feel like that's a message here. By the end of Sagittarius season, you're going to be able to, like, start to move forward from something, or make the decision to move forward from something. King of Pentacles and the Strength card. I feel like telling you to hang in there. Better days are on the way. Better days of stability. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Something that's been holding you back is suddenly going to be, like, set free from it. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. You're going to have to make, here's your decision. So as this is wrapping up or coming to a close, you could go left, you could go right. Okay, notice like the two horses are going like in different directions, right? I could go left, I could go right. There's going to be something here like you're going to be stuck at a crossroads. You're not going to know what decision to go in. So you're going to need to make a decision in respect to this change or this new direction. Okay. Tell me, let's look at option number one here. Well, the first card that came out was the Knight of Cups. So tell me about option one. Tell me about option one here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And you know what's interesting? The Knights, the way they actually came out, they're going in different directions, but it's almost like you can choose to go back. You could choose to go back to something or to doing something the way you used to. Or you can proceed forward. You could be reckless. Oh, you could be reckless, Knight of Wands, and repeat a pattern or do something over again, or you're going to be able to move on from it. So maybe this, let's say this is work related. You're at a job you really don't like. Something here by the end of Sagittarius season then happens at work. You're going to be able to make the decision, am I just going to stay in this job where I'm feeling Four of Cups, Three of Swords, you know, I'm heartbroken. I'm trapped in my head. I can't even sleep well because I have all of these, you know, thoughts about work, or then a new job opportunity comes your way. It's going to be something like that where maybe you go back or you stay where you're at, or you can move forward. So tell me about the Knight of Cups. The way I'm looking at it, the Knight of Cups is the new. The Knight of Wands would be reckless and going back. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, the new decision. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Wands, the Hermit, the Death card, and the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. You're going to have to make a judgment call. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a percentage of you. You're going to stay where you're at or go back to whomever, whatever this is. You're going to sabotage your new beginning. I don't know why. I feel like it's a 50-50 split. Some of you are like, going to stay right here for now. And you can. It's your God-given gift of free will. You want to stay in 5-5-5, you know, like Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Cups, Eight of Swords, Three of Swords. You can. You can sabotage the new offer here that's being given to you, or you can put an end to the past and make a choice to move towards the new. Judgment call is yours here, Pisces. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're big boys, big girls by now, but you have that new opportunity. Here's another Five of Wands. So it's never too late to start over. Open up to new beginnings. You're going to have to make a decision. Tell me about show the world the real you here in respect to this new decision. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords, there's the worry, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, High Priestess, the Devil, the Two of Wands. I don't know why that's so tempting. I'm going to be honest. Some of you are going to stay. Some of you are going to go back. Some of you are afraid of the transformation. And some of you are going to boldly move towards the future with no reservation. Like, I give no fucks. That's what I just heard. I give no fucks. This is just, I've thought about it. It's over. I'm making a choice to move towards the new. And some of you are like, I'm afraid to move towards the new. This is a little bit of a comfort zone, even though it's an unpleasant one. So take the messages how they resonate to you. You have a choice coming up between now and the end of the Sagittarius season to move you in another direction. As I say in a lot of the readings, if you look at life like you're on a highway, there's lots of exits that come up. We don't have to take every exit that comes up. This is an exit. You can take the exit. You can wait till the next exit. The choice is yours. Some of you are going to stay in whatever this is. Some of you are going to really show the world the real you, the new you, and you're going to move towards the new. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. Either way, it will transform your life. Think about it that way. Whether you stay or you go or you change this, it will change your life, at least until the next exit, right? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Temperance, the 2 of Cups, and the Chariot, bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. So your advice, get really balanced here within yourself, because you're going to have to move forward. You're not going to be able to move in both directions. You'll have to make a choice. The Sphinx is here. Only one is up, one is down. You're going to have to make a decision what choice you're going in. So this week, I would find balance within your masculine and feminine energies within you. So when it comes time to make the decision about where are you going to invest your pentacle resources with that 3 of Pentacles, in the old or in the new, you'll know exactly what decision is best for you. But that won't happen if you're not balanced. So your advice here is to balance yourself. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, balance yourself. 4 of Swords, heal. You need to be in a mind of great clarity here. Magician to the Queen of Swords, so you know what direction, 6 of Swords, to move in. So this week, do something nice for yourself, ground yourself, go out for a walk if you can, meditate, journal, rest, relax. There's a decision coming by the end of Sagittarius season. Yeah, the best way for you to make the decision that is ultimately best for you is if you choose this week to rest a bit. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of December 14th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And don't forget to check out that description box so you can find out how you too can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, Pisces, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.